for a championship!
A double play wins it for Frazier.
Jordan to the end zone. What a catch! McQuaid touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Frazier wins it. The championship.
Welcome to the Albany Capital Arena. A beautiful day in downtown Albany with basking sunshine. It has been sizzling hot in the Capital Center. As you hear both teams, Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit, hit the floor getting ready for starting lineups. My name's Tim Drawbridge alongside executive producer Mika Harris. Lorenzo Dennis also alongside, and the show is sportsmanship as we get ready to be underway here. This is the Division I State Championship and the Boys Volleyball Tournament. You hear a lot of noise from court number 1, Grand Island. First time in the tournament, taking on Janesville DeWitt. That game is also here on the NFHS network. We're going to jump right into things as Sachem North ended up beating Shenendehowa 25-11, 25-20. They beat McQuaid Jesuit already in pool play, 25-20, 34-32 in a back and forth, entertaining, emotional game to win pool play 4-0. McQuaid Jesuit went 2-2, and Shenendehowa was winless in pool play at 0-4. Sachem in the black, the gold, the white. You can tell the contrast versus the black that McQuaid Jesuit has changed into. Sachem, the visiting team based on the coin toss. McQuaid Jesuit, the home team. Sachem again out of Section 11. The heart of Suffolk County down on Long Island. McQuaid Jesuit from near Rochester and Section 5. McQuaid came into the tournament today 20-0, 17-0 for Sachem. So this should be another very entertaining game. Fan bases for both teams full of exuberance. And for McQuaid Jesuit, pay attention to Nicholas Lynch. He had some struggles the last game they played against Sachem, serving, and also some kills against the net. Owen Wickens, powerful with the kills. Wang does a lot of the setting up. Moyer, the serving, the setting. We're underway as CJ Johnson had the serve. Wickens with the touch, but did he hit the net? He hit the pole on the net. First point to Sachem. And then for McQuaid Jesuit, Owen Wickens. Now check that for Sachem. Keep an eye on Azalea. John Curaro, who does a lot of the setting. He's in the dark jersey, number 3. The kill by Christopher Leinert. Sachem up 2-0. A.J. Fitzgerald did a lot of great killing and serving during the 4 games in the set of pool play. Grant with a kill, but it's out, and Sachem's quickly out to a 3-0 lead. Christopher Liner, we've already just mentioned his name on a kill, and Mark Williams, another captain, number 16. Somebody who's also very instrumental to head coach Christopher Parks. The kill by Liner. 4-0, right out of the gate for the Flashing Arrows from Suffolk County. It's amazing to feel the electricity here today at the Capital Center here in Albany. Ball off Grant's hands. It's another point for Sachem. They're now leading 5-0. As C.J. Johnson continues to, per se, pitch the shutout on the lead service. Wickham too strong on the kill. 6-0 Sachem. Head coach Matt Rivera in getting the starting lineups. Said you guys look pretty strong. Small little smile, a wink of the eye, and stating, we'll see. On the other sideline, McQuaid Jesuit now down 6-1 with the service. This will be Kyle Moyer. You got to know head coach Christopher Parks knows he's lost to Sachem twice in pool play today with the sets. But he knows his team's been running on emotion. That's A.J. Fitzgerald, another kill, 7-2 Sachem. You may be able to make out from time to time the coaching staff. A number of the fans in the stands here wearing the LeClaire jersey, former player. They're remembering and contributing during this playoff run. Dane LeClaire. So we have the substitution. Wang comes back in. Stiver goes back out. Dane LeClaire, a former player. I believe he was in his young 20s. Was still a role model to this team. And the Knights remember him with the black jersey and the gold letters of LeClaire. Sachem with another kill. They're up 8-3. Carraro on the service. Wickham on the kill. Nice response by C.J. Johnson. Kill attempt by Bradley Hall. Rejected by the Knights. Ball and service with the point. Going to Wickham and the Knights. Wickham, powerful serve. C.J. Johnson. Here's Michael Williams. Nice save by Wang. Stiver. Check that. There was more coming back over for the Knights. Sachem gets the point now 9-4. Benara now stepping to the line. Wickham with the kill into the net. 10-4 Sachem. Benara again. Set by Wang. Kill attempt by Thomas. Here comes Michael Williams, or Mark Williams rather. Johnson with another set. Williams with another kill attempt. I believe the point will go to the Knights. No, it will. Let's check what's happening. The point does go to the Knights. Williams again. Wickham, nice catch. Set by Wang. Lynch. Got it in. 10-6. McRae. Williams on the line. They'll mark it out though. Point for the Knights. No, they're calling a tip at the net. Far side official makes that call. It's 11-6 Sachem. To the disbelief of Christopher Parks. Nice service by Williams. C.J. Johnson got it over. Another point for Sachem. Here's the service by, I believe that's Marzek. Nope, check that. 16 is Williams. Nice dig out by Wickham. Nice kill by Nicholas Lynch. Substitution. Wang goes out, Stiver in. Service by Lynch. Too long. Point ball over to Sachem. 13-7 now. The Flaming Arrows. Substitution. Now comes Marzek. Out goes Bazile rather. Marzek immediately onto the line. Ball goes outside the pole on the net. Point ball still with Sachem. Grant with the pushover. Nice kill attempt by Leinert. Johnson outside. Point ball going back to the Knights. Check that, E.J. Fitzgerald. Substitution is Beziles back in. Nope, he was just giving 5-5s to Marzek coming off. This is Carraro back in. The kill by Leinert. 15-8 Sachem. Substitution, Benara out. Bradley Hall in for Sachem. C.J. Johnson. Kill attempt. That was Stiver. Too long. 16-8 now, Sachem. Timeout. Knights. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching the State Boys Division I Boys Volleyball.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Getting loud in there. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. A great match between Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit. Sachem out with the momentum early. 5-0 now leads 16-8 over the Knights from McQuaid Jesuit out of Rochester. C.J. Johnson back at the line for service. He started off with the 5 strict points for Sachem. Wickham on the spike. Off of somebody's hand. It was 16-9 now, Knights. And Moyer goes back for the service. Nice set for Fitzgerald. Leinert with a good kill attempt. Fitzgerald over the top. 17-9 now, Sachem. Here's Fitzgerald. Nice pushover by McRae. Nice setup, but blocked by Wickham. Williams getting it over. Wickham again off some hands. Carraro. It's a jump ball. Who are they going to call it on it? It's a point for Sachem. 18-9. Nice pushover by Stiver. Out though. Had the right idea, just couldn't execute. Sachem out to a 10-point lead here in this first set. Fitzgerald on the service. Wickham, nice kill. Carraro tried to do the dive, couldn't get there. We've got Wang back in, Stiver's out. Wang will take the service. Too far back, Fitzgerald on the kill attempt, almost from the halfway point, his side of the court. Just a little bit too over the top on the kill attempt into the net. Wang again. Williams. Nice set. McRae. He delivers 19-12. Knights still behind. Hits the lights for the third time today. And it goes out before Williams has a chance to even make a play on it. Kill attempt by Johnson's in. Nicely placed, A.J. Fitzgerald on the kill. Sachem back up with a 7-point lead. Carraro, the service, in. Nobody was able to react on the Knights side of the court. Too long by Carraro that time, 21-14 in favor of Sachem. Hit the net. Who does it go against? They give the point, I believe, to the Knights. 21-15. Basileis is going toe-to-toe with McRae. That time. Shoots it right at Wang's feet. Wang made the dive, but the ball flailed into the crowd. Substitution. In comes Bandura. Out goes Bradley Hall. Bandura with the service. Wickham with a kill attempt. Fitzgerald bounces it back and forth. Fitzgerald to McRae. Hit the net though with Fitzgerald. The point goes to the Knights. It's 22-16. A.J. Fitzgerald with another kill. Perfectly placed, 23-16 Sachem. Over on court 2, Grand Island wins the first set over Jamesville DeWitt, 25-12. Here's Williams. That was Thomas trying to kill it for the Knights. Williams comes strong to the net. Lynch couldn't deliver and seems to come up ginger on an ankle too. Ankle, calf, or Back of the knee. See if he can walk this off. He came strong. Timeout. Didn't get the indication, but we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit here on the NFHS Network. The Flaming Arrows from Sachem in the heart of Suffolk County, downstate on Long Island. They were here last year, runners-up. They're out to the 24-16 lead here in the first set against McQuaid Jesuit, the Knights from Rochester. Mike Williams has the ball. He'll do the service for Sachem. See if he can put it away and take the first set from the Knights. Here's Fitzgerald. Off the hands of Grant, and Sachem takes the first set, 25-16. We're going to take a timeout, come back for set two. You're watching the 2019 Boys State Final Volleyball game here on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. Sachem taking the first set, 25-16 from the Knights. See how the Knights now can respond, switching sides of the court. They'll be closest to you as the Flaming Arrows head to the far side court. This is a five-set, best of five-set game. Match, if you do prefer. See if the emotion that the Knights have been running on with the LeClaire theme ends up carrying them to a set win here against Sachem. Hi again, everyone. I'm Tim Drawbridge alongside Mika Harris, our executive producer today. It's been a pleasure bringing you the Boys State Volleyball Championships here from downtown Albany. A stone's throw away from the Hudson River. Looking forward to heading northbound for tomorrow and the girls' state final championship games. I believe Lake George ended up winning Class C up at the Cool Insuring Arena, which would in essence be a home game for them. Burnt Hills was making a strong showing. You've got football going on from Middletown. Governor beat Valhalla 14-11. It's Port Jervis and Schuylerville playing one another right now. Gavin Shaw, Tom Preisman with the call there. Dave Collins on court 2 with the call between Grand Island and Jamesville DeWitt. Grand Island's never been into the state finals here for boys volleyball. They have a 6-0 lead after winning the first set on court 2. Here comes Wang with the service and underway in set 2. AJ Fitzgerald with another kill attempt. Wickham, too hard, too long. But hold on, they got a tip at the net. Looks like it's off a liner perhaps. And that's to the disbelief of Coach Matt Rivera from Sachem. Discussion, CJ Johnson up questioning things. CJ Johnson pleading for his team. Got to admire that. You could see some of the passion come out in the previous game with Shen getting a red card. Johnson on the set for Fitzgerald. Blocked by McQuaid. It's what the Knights need to have. A little bit of an issue there involving Nicholas Lynch, Wickham, McQuaid. Knights out with a 2-0 lead. Wang with the service again. Leinert on the kill, it's in. 2-1, Knights favor. But here it comes, CJ Johnson with the service. At a couple of points in the first set, he had a nice string of services. It's what got Sachem out to the 5-0 lead and a strong showing in that first set. Nice pushover by Keeler Thomas. It's in. 3-1 Knights. Wickham heading to the back of the court now for the service. Nice save. Carrara. Lynch. Nice tip over by McQuaid. Able to outleap Leinert at the net. 4-1 Knights. This is exactly what Coach Christopher Parks wanted to see out of his team, and for the first time today, Coach Parks has the jacket and the gloves off. Things heating up here at the Albany Capital Center. The ball is in on the spike. Ball going back to Sachem, down by 2. Nice little pushover by Lynch. The set. Williams with a kill brought out by Wickham. Whistle. Point going to Sachem. Wickham up to question the call. Find out what the call was. Maybe McQuaid or Lynch got too close to the net for the Knights. AJ Fitzgerald on the service. Nice little touch over by Leinert. Lynch rejected by Williams. That's a touch, I think, on the net. Handball was a push. That's what the official is describing to the Knights. We're tied at 4. AJ Fitzgerald, the height he gets on his service to come with that kill motion is amazing as Williams goes in for his kill. And for the first time in the second set, Sachem has the lead 5-4. Nice pushover by McQuaid. AJ Fitzgerald with a kill. that. Nice job by Keeler Thomas, but the volley continues. Lynch, McRae to the net, blocking Williams. And we're back tied at 5 with a service coming over to the Knights. And McRae. Push over by Leinert, but a whistle. Point goes to the Knights. They now have the lead again, 6-5. McRae continues the service. Off the hands of Wang, it's in. Nice kill by A.J. Fitzgerald. Tied at 6. Thomas showing some strength on the spike. Grant, Thomas, both at the net. Ball's going to go to the Knights. 7-6 now, their lead. Substitution, Stiver is coming in. Wang going out. Lynch will serve it for the Knights. Lynch had that problem. Getting the ball into the net on the service. Some of his spikes during the course of the day. Here's Benora. Too long. Here comes Thomas for McQuaid Jesuit. Besalays right into the face of Moyer. You could feel the heat on that ball coming at us. Now tied at 8. Out. Spike attempt by A.J. Fitzgerald. It's a 9-8. Knights lead. Looking for another ball. Actually went over down to court number 2. Moyer on the service. Williams rejected by Wickham. Moyer on the service again. A.J. Fitzgerald rejected. Double hit by Besalace. Three consecutive points by Moyer. Williams too long. No tip signal. That goes to the Knights. No, they just called the tip signal. So ball and point go to Sachem. Should be 11-9 in favor still of the Knights. Wickens over to question the call. Marzek on the service. Thomas gets it over. A.J. Fitzgerald off the lights. Quick response. Nice job by Wickens. Whistle. Ball's going to the Knights along with the point. 9-12. Wang is back in. Stiver goes out for McQuaid Jesuit. And Wang immediately takes the ball for the serve. Leonard with the spike. There's Lynch tiptoeing it over. A.J. Fitzgerald rejected the combo of Lynch and McCray. You can kind of see what they're doing in that front court when A.J. Fitzgerald for Sachem goes up. It's Lynch, McCray, and sometimes Thomas immediately going over in the double team. Triple team that time. Point to the Knights. They extend their lead. Timeout. Sachem will take one as well. You're watching the Boys Volleyball Division I Championship here on the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center in the heart of downtown Albany, the Capital District. And the Knights from McQuaid Jesuit out in Rochester have the 14-9 lead over Sachem from Long Island here in this second set. My name's Tim Drawbridge alongside executive producer Mika Harris. It's been an entertaining game thus far. Wang's on the service. Moyer couldn't save it after Wickham tried to challenge at the net. And Sachem pulls within 4. C.J. Johnson. Wickens and then the kill. Beautiful. Owen Wickens, one of the team leaders, the senior. He's back for the service now, 15-10 in favor of the Knights. Fitzgerald on the kill. Oh, off of Wang. He couldn't move fast enough. Sachem, the ball, the point, and the service now for A.J. Fitzgerald. Just watch the lift he gets on the service here on the left side of the screen. Thomas returning to sender. 16-11 in favor of the Knights. Grand Island over on court 2. Dave Collins with the call. They're up 2-0 on Jamesville DeWitt. As now we're at 16-12 with Sachem getting the kill. Carraro on the service. Too long. 17-12 in favor of McQuaid Jesuit. Substitution, Wang is out. Stiver comes back in, goes to the front court alongside Grant. Moyer's there. He'll step behind him and Keeler Thomas. Whistle. Something, I think, with the net again on the Knights. Point to Sachem. And Bonura now up for the service. Grant with the kill attempt. Hits the net. Sachem pulls within 3. Wickens with the spike. Trying to save it, A.J. Fitzgerald. I don't think he's looking to exit the building just yet. The Knights add one to the tally, up 18-14. Bezelets with a nice spike. Lynch with a good save. He sets it for Thomas. A.J. Fitzgerald with a dink. Thomas pushes back. Williams. Grant. Stiver went up, but it's off of both of their hands. And it's now 18-16. Sachem behind by 2 now. Coach Chris Parks talking to Grant on the side. Stoppage in play was a substitution as Carlos Enciano Martinez comes in for Grant. Wickens tries to get it. Goes outside the pole in the net. Grant's coming back in. Sachem within 1. Should be within 1. Scoreboard still showing 2. 18-16. Maybe I'm too quick to credit Sachem. Grant with the kill. They get the point. 19-16. Knights lead. Grant comes back out. Stivers in for him on the front line. Nice rejection, Stiver, McQuaid. Christopher Parks seeing something. He wants this set. Momentum seems to have swung over to the Knights in the second set. A.J. Fitzgerald says, no way, not just yet. It's a 3-point difference here in the second set again. Marzek comes in. Carraro is on a bit of a break. McRae with the kind of pushover. A.J. Fitzgerald, it's in. Sachem within 2 now, 20-18. Coach Christopher Parks was more reserved in the first game, sheds the jacket and the gloves, and has been stepping out of the blue around the parquet and being very interactive with his players in this second set. Blocked. Wickens, McRae. The Knights keep going for the double team every time Sachem goes to spike it. Wang back in, Stiver goes out. Wang now on the service. A.J. Fitzgerald. Sachem back within 2. Substitution. Bonaro is out. Bradley Hall comes back in. C.J. Johnson on the service. Wickens The kill. And he succeeds. 22-19 Knights. Wickens on the service. A.J. Fitzgerald off of the hands of Lynch, who couldn't react with the bounce off the net. 22-20, still in favor of the Knights. Nice. Thomas. The Knights extend it back out to 3. McQuaid now on the service. Thomas on the kill between Grant and Lynch. McQuaid goes out. Carraro is on the service. There's Thomas. Here's Williams, double teamed. Wickens, the touch, drops in front of Fitzgerald. 23-21, 24-21 now. Stiver in, Lang out. Timeout, Sachem will do so as well. You're watching the Boys Volleyball Championships here from Albany, New York on the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. 24-21 in favor of McQuaid Jesuit from Rochester. Coach Chris Parks, very interactive. Court side, you can see him walking back toward the blue stripe in his bench. Has worn that jacket and gloves all day. Arms folded. Stoic, but more interactive with his team than he has been all day. It's Williams on the spike attempt. Wickens bringing it back. That was Thomas. A.J. Fitzgerald, nice save by Thomas. Wickens with the push. Oh my goodness! Williams. Carraro couldn't do it. And the Knights take set 2, 25-21. We'll take another timeout, come back for set 3. You're watching Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit here on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. We are split in terms of sets. Sachem taking the first set 25-16. Nice performance by McQuaid Jesuit, 25-21 in the second set. So that means we're going at least 4 sets at this point. We'll see how set number 3 will go. We're going to flip-flop sides of the court. The Knights, who are closest to us in set 2, now go to the far side, farther away from us. And we'll have Sachem here on the near side. Again, if you're just joining us, McQuaid Jesuit, they're on the black jerseys, black pants, gold M's, and the white numerals. Sachem, the white and the gold and the black on the jerseys, along with the same color configurations on the shorts. Happy to be along with you, whether you're watching from Rochester, downstate on Long Island, or from no matter where you are watching us here on the NFHS network. I'm Tim Drawbridge alongside executive producer Mika Harris. We had a funny feeling that this was going to be a very entertaining match between these two teams. And thus far, after 2 sets, it has been. So the ball is ready to be put back into play. Sachem gets it first. C.J. Johnson, who started off this match, 5 straight points in the first set. He'll start us off again here in the third set. Nice push over by, or set up by Wang. The spike by McRae. It goes against the Knights. The first point drawn in this third set is by Sachem. Wickens on the spike. Williams looked like he was taking cover while trying to go for it. We're tied at 1. Nice spike by A.J. Fitzgerald. Wang couldn't get there. Sachem up 2-1. You hear cheering from the other side of the Albany Capital Center here. Grand Island, who's never been in the state tournament before, is blowing through Janesville DeWitt from Syracuse. Third set as C.J. Johnson gets another point for Sachem, up 3-1. Grand Island over JD 20-9, having taken the first 2 sets, and you're going to absolutely know when Grand Island, if they do continue this way, takes this third set and the championship over on court 2, Division 2. McRae on the spike to pull the Knights back within 1. McRae on the service, too long. Sachem now up 4-2 with the ball. Carraro. He's going to serve. Wang sets up Lynch. Fine slamma jamma. Nice kill over the top by Lynch. It's 4-3 in favor of Sachem. Sachem crowd trying to heckle Lynch. Fitzgerald. Wickens. Carraro couldn't corral it. Goes glancing off his forearms. We're tied at 4. Here's Lynch again on the service. Wickens. Off the forearms of Fitzgerald, out of play. The Knights take their first lead of the set. Coach Matt Rivera trying to settle down his team. Here's Nicholas Lynch again. Bezeles. Sachem gets the point and the ball back. We have a tie at 5. Bunara on the service. Grant rejected by Bezeles. He's got the height. The senior primarily playing that front court for Sachem. Out. The service by Fitzgerald. Point ball goes back to McQuaid Jesuit. By the way, the Grand Island game, they're serving for set and match. Bezeles too strong. And Grand Island just won. Sachem here on court 1, up by 1. Williams will have the service. Into the net. Ball goes to the Knights. We're tied at 7. Too long on the service by Kyle Moyer. Sachem with an 8-7 lead in the service now. Going to Marzak, who comes in for Bezeles, who takes a break. Showed some good power while being on the court in the front line. Wickens in. Tied at 8. Wang comes in. Stiver goes back out. Wang on the service. AJ Fitzgerald rejected. Lynch, McCray. Wang coming back. Little pushover, pushing. I think we're going to have a net call. Lynch slow to get up again. The point and the ball go to Sachem. 9-8 lead for Sachem. Nice touch by Wickens. That ball didn't hit the court, though. That one by Fitzgerald does. But hold on. They're going to give the point and the ball to the Knights, and we're tied at 9. C.J. Johnson looking for an explanation from the lead official. Coach Matt Rivera is looking for an explanation. Doesn't agree with the call. Here's the service by Wickens. C.J. Johnson with the set. Bradley Hall. Wickens. Williams digs it out. Williams goes at this attempted kill. Williams tries to save it. Point to the Knights. Coach Matt Rivera still doesn't like that previous call. C.J. Johnson's got to be careful. He got a red card in the match against Shen in pool play. A.J. Fitzgerald with the kill. Wickens couldn't dig it out. We're back tied. 10. It's noisy because Grand Island just won their first state championship, but it's gonna get noisy here between Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit, the way the emotion and the intensity is wrapping up in this third set. Dug out by Carraro. Johnson with the set. Bradley Hall into the net. A 1-point lead for the Knights. McCray will go back for the serve. Hall with the pushover. Thomas again. Williams. Whistle. Point goes to the Knights. They now have a 2-point lead. Both benches, the players and most of the coaches standing. Bradley Hall. Wickens with a pushover. He gets it in. Now to a 3-point lead for McQuaid Jesuit. Timeout. Sachem. Matt Rivera doesn't like what he sees. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the NFHS Network. And welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. And an entertaining match between McQuaid Jesuit from Rochester in Section 5 and the Sachem North Flaming Arrows out of Section 11 from Suffolk County down on Long Island. I'm Tim Drawbridge. Hope you're enjoying this championship volleyball game. The last one for the boys. The girls up at the Cool Insuring Arena in Glens Falls. We're going to have their live action with the various class championship games tomorrow from the Cool Insuring Arena in Glens Falls. McCray was on the service, but there was a whistle, and they're going to give the point to the Knights. 14-10 now. The Knights lead. Number 10, Weinert. We haven't called his name in a while, but he certainly wanted to get notice on that substitution. Bezalaise comes back in, Leinert out. Seems like since Bezalaise has gone out, Sachem's lost a little bit in that front court. Nice dig out by Lynch. Bezalaise back in action immediately. Wickens rejected, but the ball goes off of Bezalaise's hands, out of bounds on the Sachem side. Knights up 15-11. Coach Chris Parks talking to Lynch, seemingly trying to get him to key down a bit. Wang goes out, Stiver comes back in. Williams. Lynch couldn't get it. It's now a 15-12 lead for the Knights. Quinoro comes in, and Bradley Hall goes out. Wickens in. 16-12, the ball goes back to the Knights. Thomas on the serve. AJ Fitzgerald off the hands of Kyle Moyer, and we keep going back and forth. 3-point lead again for the Knights. And here comes Mark Williams, one of the captains for Sachem. Wickens off the forearms of Carraro. It's back to a 4-point lead for the Knights. Service by Moyer. The response by AJ Fitzgerald. Saved by the Knights. Bezeles. Point ball back to Sachem. Substitutions. Carraro out. Bezeles out. Marzak in. Leinert back in. Or check that, no. Yes, Leinert came back in. Nice save by Williams. Wickens out just a little too long. Back to a 2-point game, 17-15 in favor of the Knights. Whistle. Give the point to Sachem. The far side official, Coach Parks, was right there. Have an issue with Wickens seemingly moving too soon. Wickens rejected by C.J. Johnson. We're tied, 17-17. Marzak with the serve. McRae, too long and out of bounds. Sachem now with the 1-point lead. Are they going to call a tip? There was a tip indication. They do give the point to Sachem. Sachem with the 1-point lead. Marzak continues the service. Into the net. We want to welcome everybody who's been watching the Division II match over on Court 1. The awards for both matches presented on this broadcast after our match concludes here between McQuaid Jesuit and Sachem North. My name's Tim Drawbridge alongside Mika Harris. H.A. Fitzgerald going for the kill. Rejected by the Knights. Wickens in. And the Knights go up by 1. The intensity and the emotion in this match has gone up step by step. Waves of momentum, both teams splitting the first two sets, as you can see. Out of bounds by Leinert. Another point for the Knights. They take a 20-18 lead. Players on both benches standing. Both coaches on the parquet close. Chris Leinert went for the kill. Rejected. An attempt for rejection by Ryan McRae, and the point goes to Sachem. And here comes C.J. Johnson. Wickens rejected by Fitzgerald. Pushed over by Wickens. McRae! Taller, more height, and use that to his advantage over Johnson, and the Knights take a 21-19 lead. Too long on the service by Wickens. Back to within one. Sachem. Fitzgerald on the service. Thomas. Double hit by Johnson. Knights back out to a 2-point lead. Here's McRae on the service for the Knights. Thomas. Hit by Lynch. Grant looks surprised. It goes on the crowd, and Sachem's back in within one. Here's Curaro. Nice serve. Thomas off Curaro. Bezeles. Thomas again. A.J. Fitzgerald on the spike. Thomas with a tip top. Couldn't get it. It falls. The Knights back out to the 2-point lead, 23-21. And Nicholas Lynch gets ready for the service. On comes Stiver. Off goes Wang. The Knight bench looking at the Sachem fan base saying, bring it on. Don't know if they want to exactly do that with Mike Williams going in with a spike. 23-22, Knights still in the lead. McRae goes out. Thomas rejected. Mike Williams, we're tied at 23. Timeout. The Knights will do so as well. You're watching one heck of a match between McQuaid Jesuit and Sachem here on the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. Set number 3 of this match between Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit. We're tied at 23. Sets are split at 1. Keep in mind in pool play, these teams were closely matched, 25-20 and 34-32 in the second set of pool play. We may be heading to some extra digits here. We'll see. Wickens looked like it was on the line. Official in the corner calls it out. Sachem now with a 24-23 lead, serving for the set. Michael Benura. Off of Benura's forearms, we're tied at 24. Keeler Thomas on the service for the Knights. They're calling that hitting the ground first. That's a point for the Knights. Mike Williams tried to get it before it touched the ground and couldn't do so. So now Keeler Thomas goes back to serve for the set. Timeout now for Sachem. We'll do the same. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center, set number 3. We're looking for set point from the Knights. 25-24 in their favor. The winner of this match and the Grand Island winner of Division II, the award ceremony after this match. Saved. Can they keep it going? Wickens. Knights take the third set. Lead 2-1. We'll go to set 4. We'll also go to commercial break. McQuaid Jesuit takes it 26-24 in this third set, heading to set 4. You're watching the Boys Volleyball Championship here on the NFHS Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. Capital District of Albany, we have one beautiful match going on right now, heading to the fourth set between McQuaid Jesuit from Rochester and Sachem North from Lake Ronkonkoma down on Long Island. McQuaid Jesuit leads 2-1 right now. 16-25, 25-21, 26-24. It has been a very entertaining match. For those of you also watching, as you came over after Grand Island won their first ever championship in the boys volleyball tournament, we appreciate you watching us on both live streams here on the NFHS network. We're going to have both award ceremonies live for you at the conclusion of this match between McQuaid Jesuit and Sachem North. My name is Tim Drawbridge, alongside executive producer today, Mika Harris. Had a funny feeling this was going to go beyond 3 sets and not be a clean sweep for either team. We flip-flopped sides of the court. The Knights closest to us on the near side. Sachem going to the far side in the white jerseys. Maybe quiet right now, but players from both benches are standing. In fact, the entire bench for the Knights standing. Coach Christopher Parks shedding the jacket, shedding the gloves, very interactive in his stoic, quiet, but yet strong demeanor. The smile and the glow from Coach Matt Rivera from Sachem, not there like it was before. Hits the judge here. And the point going to Sachem with the early 1-0 lead by C.J. Johnson, doing all the lead servicing today for the Flaming Arrows. But just to finish the thought on Coach Rivera, again, the pregame comment, you guys look pretty strong, and he just smiled and said, we'll see. Nice kill by Wickens to tie this up at 1-1 early in the 4th set. Wickens now on the service. A.J. Fitzgerald on the rejected kill. But they're going to rule in favor of Sachem and a 2-1 lead for the Flaming Arrows. A.J. Fitzgerald now on the service. Into the net. Point ball going over to the nets. We're tied. Knights, that is. We're tied at 2. Here's Ryan McRae on the service now for the Knights. A.J. Fitzgerald on the line. Too long. Knights take a 3-2 lead. McRae too long on the service. Keep in mind, Sachem was a runner-up here last year at the Albany Capital Center in the boys volleyball tournament. McQuaid Jesuit hasn't been this far since 2015, as the service from Fitzgerald, I believe, was out of bounds, and the Knights take over. Nicholas Lynch now on the serve. Sachem, the last time they had the state championship was 2014. The year after, McQuaid Jesuit won the state championship in 2015. These two programs clearly strong in their respective sections. McQuaid Jesuit from Section 5. Sachem again from Long Island down in Section 11. Nice kill, glancing off the hands of Moyer. Mark Williams. And Sachem gets back within 1. More interactions by the coaching staff of the Knights. Grant going up against Johnson. Grant again. Wickens. Nice save by Carraro. A.J. Fitzgerald. This volley here just surmises how this game has gone, and Kyle Moyer couldn't get focused on the spike attempt by A.J. Fitzgerald, and we're tied at 5. You can see both over by Nicholas Lynch, Coach Chris Parks, Coach Emeritus Ed Waller. They're both standing talking to their players in between the action. Too long by Grant that time. Wickens going and pleading a case to the lead official. And he pleads his case with success. A point for the Knights and a 6-5 lead. C.J. Johnson with an incredulous look on his face. A little bit more discussion at the lead table. Both fan bases very exuberant. Little lapse in play, but we carry on. Keeler Thomas now with the serve. Just awaiting the official's whistle at this point. And here we go. A.J. Fitzgerald too long. By about a foot, foot and a half. The lead now up to 2 for the Knights. Thomas off the hands of Maxwell Steyer. 7-6 now the lead for the Knights as the ball goes back to Williams. Mark Williams, one of the captains for the Sachem team. Wickens with a pushover, too long. We're tied at 7. Whistle in favor of Sachem. They take an 8-7 lead. Ball gets over the net. The service by Williams. Wickens, the kill, it's in. Just got it in that far back corner, and we're back tied at 8. Again, the Knights lead 2-1 over Sachem. Now in the 4th set, tied. Basiles. Almost looked like a carry, but all in the sense of timing. And Sachem's back to a 1-point lead. Marzek, who came in for Basiles on the service. McCray, too hard off the net. And it's a 2-point lead now for Sachem. Wickens. Did it go off the hands? It did. 10-9 now. Substitution weighing in. Stiver out for the Knights. Nice kill by A.J. Fitzgerald. Once again, he's been doing this all day long. Substitution, Bradley Hall comes in. Michael Banura goes out. The service by C.J. Johnson. Wickens on the kill. In, and it's back to a 1-point game. Wickens on the service. A.J. Fitzgerald. Kyle Moyer couldn't move. Ball rapidly coming at him again. Sachem back to a 2-point lead. Lynch. Knights point, Knights serve. By McRae. Williams rejected. Wickens. I'll meet you. And in. Back tie to 12. McRae again. Caught by the net. Point, ball over to Sachem. They lead now 13-12 in this fourth set. Sachem needs to win this set to go to a fifth set, the tie-breaking set. Williams off of Moyer's arms again. Moyer having a hard time trying to adjust to the incoming flights, the spikes from Sachem. And the Flaming Arrows are back to a 2-point lead. Carraro on the service. Wickens with the touch. Bezelets, get him on the net. Ball point goes over to the Knights. We'll get a substitution with Wang coming out and Stiver coming in. And Nicholas Lynch will get ready for the service. Williams off of Wickens, and that's out of bounds. And that'll be a point for Sachem. 15-13 their lead now. Bunarua, on the service. A.J. Fitzgerald again. 16-13 Sachem. Banura continues the service. Rejected, didn't have a chance as Thomas went for the kill. Williams was at the net, but the net won. Timeout. That will be for the Knights. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Boys Volleyball Championship here on the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. It is Sachem in this fourth set with the 4-point lead. I'm Tim Drawbridge alongside executive producer Mika Harris. Been a very entertaining match as we've anticipated. Both teams back out in the court after the timeout taken by the Knights. The intensity of the match has increased from the first serve in the first set. Stiver with the spike. Williams looking to return. Wickens. A.J. Fitzgerald with a little tiptoe over the net. Williams, Wickens. Wickens with the push, calling the carry. And the point to Sachem. They take a 5-point lead. That is the largest deficit for the Knights, even for Sachem, if they were falling behind. So the largest margin here in this fourth set. Wickens, nice job being able to save that. Williams. Stiver. Thomas. Bezles. They almost got him on a double hit, I think. And that ball is going to go out of bounds off of Moyer. 19-13 in favor of Sachem. Wickens over pleading his case. Reaching for a card. We got a yellow card on Wickens. They are kind of taken out of the room for a second with the stoppage in play. See how the Knights respond to the yellow card on Wickens. Stiver couldn't execute. 20-13 Sachem. Not exactly what Coach Chris Parks wanted to see after taking the timeout. Thomas on air delivery off of Fitzgerald's hands, and it's 20-14 now. The Knights getting the ball back. Thomas on the serve. They're going to call it out. Out on Sachem on the attempted dive by Williams. Into the net. Point ball over to Sachem. 21-15 in their favor. They need this set to force a fifth set. You can see the intensity on Coach Rivera's face now. Wickens couldn't execute the pushover. C.J. Johnson was right there on the other side of the net. The 7-point lead. Timeout. Knights will do so as well. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. It is a 22-15 lead for Sachem in this fourth set. McQuaid Jesuit leads 2-1 in the sets thus far. Hear the thunderous applause from the Sachem fan base. The Knight fan base looking for their team to circle the wagons, having taken the lead in this fourth set, but surrendering it now to the largest margin of 7 by Sachem and Williams on the serve. Pushover by Wickens. That's what he wanted on the last one. Into the net by Williams. Point ball over to the Knights. Down by 6, and Moyer will serve. A.J. Fitzgerald with the kill. And Sachem was within 2 of taking this fourth set. Substitution, Bezalez out. Marzek, the serving specialist, in. McRae, they're going to get McRae on a carry. They did. Marzek serving for this fourth set. Stiver, too long. We're tied, 2 sets apiece. We'll take a TV timeout and come back in just a few moments. You're watching the 2019 State Boys Volleyball Championships here on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. We kind of had this idea coming into the match. We could possibly go 5 sets, and guess what? We are tied at 2. Interesting dynamic on the court during our TV commercial. The McQuaid Jesuit team, except for Owen Wickens, a meeting with some of the captains from Sachem, with one of the officials. The rest of the team went back off court, through some double doors, closed the door. Looked like they had a little impromptu team meeting, but they're back out of the floor, and everybody eagerly awaiting this 5th set between 2 very strong, if not powerhouse, programs here in New York State. Sachem took the first set, as you can see, 25-16. McQuaid Jesuit takes the second and the third set, respectively, 25-21, 26-24. Sachem responds vigilantly in the fourth set. They had to. The Knights actually had the lead several times in that fourth set, but the Flaming Arrows take it 25-16. I'm Tim Drawbridge alongside Mika Harris, our executive producer this afternoon. For those of you that ended up seeing Grand Island take Janesville DeWitt over on Court 2, Division 1. Guess what? Or check that, Court 1, Division 2. Everybody's been laughing at the coordination of the numbers today. Nonetheless, we're going to have the Grand Island first ever state championship award ceremony after this match, and we'll also have the award ceremony for the winner of this match between Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit as well. So here we go, getting ready for this fifth set. Sachem now on. Actually, they didn't change sides of the court. The Knights retain the near side. Sachem retains the far side. And we're getting ready to see who can make it to 25 or get to a score with a difference of 2 to win this game. C.J. Johnson with the opening serve for Sachem. Nice dig out by Moyer. Wickens with a pushover. Bradley Hall diving, a save by Carraro. Nice by McQuaid, touch right over the net. Didn't touch it, and the Knights with a 1-0 lead. Wickens on the serve. A.J. Fitzgerald gets it over the net on the kill attempt. Can they get it back between the pipes now? They do. Wickens. Wang. Healer Thomas. That was Christopher Leinert. Haven't called his name too often in the last couple of sets. You see Coach Christopher Parks right on the sideline talking to his players, trying to stay in their heads, keep them focused. A.J. Fitzgerald, something we haven't seen too much today, a service into the net. The Knights a 2-1 lead with McRae now on the serve. McRae with an errant serve. Starting to see the pressure and the emotion now in this fifth set, getting into the heads of both teams. Bezalet's out, Leinert goes taking a seat on the bench. Check that, Bezalet's in. Nice push over by Wang, actually to Grant, then Wang. Grant got it over. Williams couldn't make it over the net. It's a 3-2 lead for the Knights early in this fifth set. Substitution, Wang out, Stiver in. Touch over by Fitzgerald. Nice dig out by Lynch. Rejected by C.J. Johnson there. Wickens trying to do what he wants to do, but Stiver couldn't get into the officiating table quick enough, and Coach Parks quickly over to make sure his player didn't draw anything negative from the lead table. Michael Gunara. We're tied at 3. Wickens. Gunnar had the service. Digs it out. Rejection, but out of bounds by Stiver. Williams. Seemingly took that ball off the face. He's a little red. It seems okay. Lead official checking with him too. Nura on the service. Thomas, A.J. Fitzgerald couldn't come up with it. And we're tied at 4. Thomas on the serve. Lynch, Wickens. Off the hands of C.J. Johnson. It's a 1-point lead for the Knights. I'm getting the impression that if Coach Parks could play right now, he would jump on the court. Another errant serve, this time by Thomas. We're tied at 5. Sachem has the ball. Williams with the serve. Wiggins rejected by C.J. Johnson. Sachem now with a 1-point lead. Williams on the service. Wiggins. Out. 2-point lead now for Sachem. 7-5. Or no, they're going to give the ball to the Knights, saying it was tipped by Sachem. Both coaches want an explanation. Tied at 6. The kill by the Knights glanced off a Sachem player's hands. That's what the lead official is saying. Ball over to the Knights. Here's Moyer on the service, tied at 6. Fitzgerald rejected by Stiver. Wiggins. In. Michael Wickens. Check that, Owen Wickens. Responding after getting the yellow card in the 4th set. Knights back with a 1-point lead. Moyer on the service. Bettelace. McRae battling at the net. Bettelace wins that time. We're tied at 7. Substitution. 2, in fact. Bettelace out. Carraro in. Marzak in for service. Christopher Leonard in at the net for Bettelace. Nice little pushover. Stiver, check that, Lynch. They're swapping sides of the court now. We'll keep it here. A 1-point lead for the Knights in this 5th set. Again, Sachem was a runner-up last year. Last time they won the state championship was 2014. For McQuaid Jesuit, the last time was 2015, having won the state championship 5 times. And the Knight players are actively antagonizing the fan base of Sachem, and may not be exactly something we want to do. Didn't seem to matter there. The Knights get the rejection against Fitzgerald, who has owned the killing machine today. And the Knights with a 2-point lead. A.J. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets it in again. Bradley Hall in. Benura out. C.J. Johnson on the service for Sachem. Lynch with the tip over. Johnson couldn't get it. Leonard couldn't get it either. It's a 2-point lead for the Knights. 5th set of the match here at the Albany Capital Center. Long, wide by Wickens. Sachem within 1 now. And A.J. Fitzgerald on the service. Thomas, caught by Fitzgerald. Pushed over, but out of bounds by Carraro. It's a 2-point lead for the Knights, 11-9. McQuaid now in with the service, and Grant's back into the ball game as Moyer goes out. Williams on the kill attempt. Thomas trying to return the favor. Fitzgerald. Grant with the slap over. Fitzgerald's there though. Rejected! Leonard. Grant, who seemed to be losing some of his focus back in the second into the third set. Back there just in time, and a timeout by Sachem will do it as well. You're watching the NFHS Network. And welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. Just describing the girls tournament from last year. It was a fifth set that went back and forth between the teams. A never-ending set with, I believe it was the Class A Championship. This is the Boys Volleyball State Championship. Division number 1 between Sachem and McQuaid Jesuit. McCray on the service. Fitzgerald. Johnson on the set, and Williams. An attempted double team by Lynch and Grant. Didn't work. Williams won that battle. Sachem back within 2. They get the ball. Curaro with the serve. Almost a carry there by Johnson. Fitzgerald was behind him. Knights now a 3-point lead. Wang is out. Stiver comes back in. Williams. Over the double team, too long. The Knights now to a 4-point lead. Sachem's already used one timeout. They're going to take another one. We'll do a timeout as well. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. You can hear the enthusiasm from both fan bases. It's the Knights up by 4 over Sachem. Lynch on the serve. Into the net. Point ball over to Sachem. Substitution. Williams is back in after Bradley Hall was on the court for a few. And a timeout by whom? We'll take one as well and figure out who called the timeout. You're watching the NFHS Network.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports.
Back in time for action here, Michael Bonura on the service for Sachem. I believe it was McQuaid Jesuit on that last timeout. Double team going up against Williams didn't work. Point to Sachem, now back within 2. Bonura with the serve again. Wickens up into the lights, bounce, and they're gonna play it. Nice by CJ Johnson. Wickens, Bonura couldn't do it. And the winners of the 2019 Boys Volleyball Championship by 3 in a 5th set. 15-12. They take the match 3 sets to 2. 16-25, 25-21, 26-24, 16-25, and the 5th set, a 15-12 margin of victory for the McQuaid Jesuit Knights, who end up taking their first state championship since 2015. An awesome match between both teams. It's a shame that it actually had to be a loser, and in some ways we kind of wish they could go to 25. The emotion, both teams leaving it absolutely out on the court, but McQuaid Jesuit comes out on top 3 sets to 2 in this Division I boys volleyball matchup. So we are going to go ahead and say goodnight for right now. Timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a TV timeout. Again, congratulations to McQuaid Jesuit. You're watching the NFHS Network. Welcome back to the Albany Capital Center. Tim Drawbridge alongside executive producer Mika Harris. McQuaid Jesuit winning the Division I championship. The Grand Island Vikings winning the Division II championship. And now you will witness both award ceremonies for Grand Island and McQuaid Jesuit with the runners-up as well. We hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great Thanksgiving. We'll, of course, see you here soon on the NFHS Network. In the meantime, we leave you with the 2019 Championship Award Ceremony here from the Albany Capital Center.
And now